So, welcome to badgestack. Here's your first video of getting kind of a tour around some of the elements of badgestack and how it's going to work for you, where your work's going to go, and where you're going to see some of what I reply and have to say about that. So I'm here on my home page, and I just wanted to start here to show you that when you return, here's where you will log in with your username and password that I hope you wrote down already. And you will do that each time that you come back to do some more work. Okay, once we're logged in, then from this main navigation bar up here, I'm going to click on Badges. And by default, you always come to the badges by level. And you'll see in here, you may have already noticed that there are 3 levels. For math class, level 1 and 2 are going to be required, and level 3 is where you'll find some optional badges. And as those begin to build in there, I'll continue to let you know more about them. For now, you'll notice that if I click on these little arrows over here, it tells me which badges are in that particular level. So far, there's only this one in our badge stack, but there will be more soon. And while we're right here on this page, you can also see that if you go to this Show Details and click there, the quests that you need to complete in order to earn that badge also show up. On this sort of front page of the badges, there are just the little quick descriptions or names of what each of these are. If you want to see more, and you click on the badge itself, here's where you'll get a longer description of what this badge is really about, and then a statement for each of them that says what it will mean when you have completed this badge. So what have you learned? So that you'll know ahead of time what you're headed for. Again, each of the quests are listed here just by name, but when you click on the quest, as obviously you've already done if you're this far, you will see a longer description again, what it means when you have completed this quest, and then the beginning instructions or some background information about what your quest is. Since you're here, I know you've already gotten this far. Under Submit Your Quest Assignment, this is what tells you exactly what's going to go in this submission box, this yellow space down here. And that will vary depending on what the quest itself is. It may be take a picture. In this case, it's add a few comments about some things, whatever that may be. When you're ready to do that, once you just click in the submission box, and you can start typing like a regular text box and respond as needed. You will notice that there is an upload insert little button right there, that if you need to add something else, you can choose something from your computer, from your website, and it'll give you options to add in links and other things in that box as you need to. Down here is a nice little feature. If you've started to write something in and you either run out of time or need to come back to it, you can save this work as a draft. And then next time you come back, it'll be there waiting for you to finish up. When you are finished up, you're going to hit this request or submit quest button, and that automatically triggers an alert to me that you have that work completed, and I should look it over and see how you're doing. For some badges, and I'll show you one in a minute, there's a little further part down here about a discussion forum, and I'll show you where that shows up on some other badges. So as you read above, there are 2 different kinds of badges. Those were quest badges that we looked at. kind of have quests to them, and then you earn them. Reward badges, and if I click over here, you'll see a few examples. Reward badges are more of a one-time kind of thing. They're mostly around sort of participation and things that contribute to our community, both in class time, in person, and here within badgestack. These reward badges don't need to be done in any particular order. Some of them will be automatically approved. It's sort of just when you do this, you earn it. And some of them will actually need to be approved based on what you submit for them. You'll notice, so for example, Friendship Starter. If I click on Friendship Starter, I again see a little description, what it means when I've completed it, and my submission box all over again. I can save the draft if I want to come back. And in this case it says give badge because of the type of reward it is. Some will say submit, some will say nominate. They're all the same thing. If it's about nominating someone, yes, you can nominate yourself. Most of them are made to do that because you're the one who knows that you were the one who did those kinds of things. And you'll also notice that they have various points attached to them. And so as you earn these points, they will collect and become part of a leaderboard over here on our sidebar. And they just keep accumulating as you earn them. So there's one other part about the badge system that I want to show you. I'm in a different badge right now, again one that I completed previously, just to show you where these things show up. So in some badges you will find a thing that says discuss with others, and there's a green discuss button. When those are there, they're not a required part of the badge, but it gives you an opportunity to have a little bit more say and engage in a conversation. And so when you click on that, it will take you to kind of a blog place. It's called the forum here. And so here's the topic, and then as people add comments, you'll see them running, and at the bottom it gives you a place to post a reply. You can just click in there and start writing, and then post reply, and your thoughts will be added to the conversation. You can see that up here on forums in this kind of second level of navigation. And once we have a bunch of things that we're talking about, you'll see a list of all the different topics that we have engaged in, and you can go back there and look at those again or add to them. One of the reward badges is about being an active member of that discussion forum, so that's where those would show up. So that's the first part of your introduction. If you scroll down a bit now on this particular quest, you'll see what you're supposed to enter in the submission box. Submit that, and you're on your way.